Hi, I'm Dr. Dan from Vitamin Pro, and this is part 2 of metabolic syndrome. And this, like I mentioned before, about 1 in 5 people are dealing with this in this country. So you either are dealing with this or you know somebody who is. So metabolic syndrome, high triglycerides, high glucose, high insulin, low HDL, high blood pressure, and upper body obesity. Those are key factors. So when we talk about getting this under control, and you can with some effort, the first thing you want to do is think about the cell membrane health, and not just by lowering any of these with drugs or going after it that way, but you want to start with the foundations of your health in general. So that means eliminating the poor quality fats like partially hydrogenated oils or trans fats. And the second thing would be getting the good oils in. The good oils would be like EPA, DHA from fish oil, or ALA from flaxseed oil, but the fish oil tends to be the most effective and easy way to go about that. Now, quick note about fish oil is that you can run down your big box store and get a gigantic bottle of this for about 12 bucks, but the problem is that it takes time and money to remove the things that should not be in that fish oil so that it works for you, but also not damage the components that you're actually trying to get. So it's not a cheap process, so don't look for the best bargain here. You're looking for the best quality that you can get for a reasonable price. So we've got some excellent examples from Nordic Naturals and Metagenics, and I'll put some links to those. So the next thing you want to think about is vitamin D, because vitamin D is also instrumental in helping control what goes in and out of the cell. And we used to recommend just a couple thousand IUs a day. Now if you're totally healthy, that's probably good enough. But for people who are trying to recover from something, we want a therapeutic dose, which for most people is going to be 50,000 IUs one day a week, and then 2,000 to 4,000 6 days a week. So we've been working with this for a while and we like it, so that's what we're recommending at the present time. So getting that blood pressure down. Blood pressure is a brainstem activity, and there are a lot of reasons why that could be going on. But in order to help you get it down, we liked the L-arginine in a product called Perfusia from Thorne, and this helps lower blood pressure and helps also lower triglycerides, which is going to be helpful. So there are some other products with reduced rice that help control the HDL, help get that up and drop the LDLs down. So to go right at the blood sugar problems, we recommend Apex Glysen and Protoglysen, and be sure to use those two together. They're made to work in conjunction with one another. So we've seen that work great. Now, with anything that you're going to do, you must test, treat, and then retest. So you're going to have to do a repeat blood test to see if these things are working for you. And of course, upper body obesity, you can figure that out without too much trouble. Also, another product that seems to be helping the insulin resistance and dropping the insulin levels is Fibromin by Apex. So we can also recommend that for most people. To help with standard detox, we use LifeWave glutathione and carnosine patches. And there's other videos on there, so those are just so you know that we've been using those for a long time, over a decade, and we still like those a lot. So the important thing here too is you want to look at your gluten sensitivity, because a lot of people who have the metabolic syndrome would tend to go into that, are also gluten sensitive. So make sure you get yourself tested properly for that, and we can guide you through that process as well. So metabolic syndrome does not have to be one-way street. Just because you're developing this doesn't mean that your fate is sealed, and that has to you have to go to that final disease state, ultimately to death. That doesn't have to be. You can dial this back by taking some steps. It'll take some effort, but it's worth it. So that's metabolic syndrome, and some help for how you might treat that. So thanks a lot for listening. Hopefully that was helpful.